Evening, and welcome to the Variable Y Minute. Thank you all for joining us tonight. So, tonight I want to get into something that I was listening to when I was watching TV or I was listening to some sports podcasts. And it's this notion about the Sam Darnold controversy or situation, whatever you want to call it. So, for those of you who don't know, Sam Darnold is the quarterback of the New York Jets. On Monday night, they played on Monday Night Football against the New England Patriots. Now, the Patriots have what we all think is like an all-time defense, is at least right now. Now, they haven't really played anybody for us to say, man, that defense against these offenses, that defense wins and they look spectacular. But we can't really deny the fact that their defense still looks good, even though they're playing against a bunch of bums. Now, that's no surprise. Their division has been full of bums for the last 20 years, but whatever. I digress. We'll get into that later. But so on the game, there was a time when the quarterback, Sam Darnold, he said, I don't know if he said to his coach or I don't know if he was just mic'd and said this, but he said, man, I'm seeing ghosts out there. And now there seems to be this huge controversy where the network that was airing this should have said that and it made him look bad and all this other stuff. I think that, and some other people have said this, so I'm not going to act like I'm the first one to say this, but I agree with them wholeheartedly. I think that it's interesting that we can say, oh man, the network shouldn't have said that. Oh man, I wish they wouldn't have aired that. Oh man, this makes the quarterback look bad. Well, shouldn't this make the head coach look bad? Because what's he doing to make sure that his quarterback doesn't see ghosts? What is he doing to tell his quarterback, hey man, you need to calm down. This is what you're seeing. This is what you are looking for. Okay? So we need to get what you're seeing to match what you're looking for. Isn't that the whole point of a head coach? It's interesting how many guys we see out here get head coaching jobs and don't do any coaching. They have all these wild schemes and they have these fantastic interviews where they say they can do this with a guy and they can do this with a guy and look what I did with this guy and look what I did with that guy. Like they're not working with guys who are Hall of Famers. Now the guy in question is Adam Gase. This is the head coach who is the head coach of Sam Darnold. There was a time when Adam Gase was the offensive coordinator for Peyton Manning. Think about what I just said. All my sports fans out there know exactly what I'm talking about. He was the offensive coordinator for Peyton Manning, which means that he was just sitting there listening to Peyton Manning tell him what he wanted to do. That's what Peyton Manning does. He's an all-timer. Like, that's what he does. He tells you, hey, this is what we're going to run. This is what I see. This is the mistake I've made. This is what I know we can do better. He runs his whole offense. He's run his whole offense, maybe his entire life, definitely his entire professional life. So trying to say that somebody is a good offensive coordinator because they're Peyton Manning's offensive coordinator is like saying, I'm a great driver because I have Kit from Knight Rider. All of my over 25 or over 30-year-olds, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I digress. So where does the onus lie in the head coach to try and get his young quarterback to get past these quote-unquote ghosts that he's seeing? When does the head coach take some of the blame for his players not performing? There are some head coaches who they get blamed right away. They get fired after 1 year. They have one or two bad seasons where their players are not doing well and they get tossed out. And then there are other head coaches who get to be called offensive gurus, don't have great offenses, somehow lose one job and then get hired at another job. That's just a little something I want you guys to think about. What do you think? Do you think that the head coach should let the player know, hey, this is what you're seeing. I need you to calm down. I need you to focus. I need you not to throw the ball here, and I need you to throw the ball here or throw the ball away, or we need to call some more running plays. Or do you think that, hey, coaches just design a scheme and then after that, it's up to the players? Because to me, the greatest coaches out there, the greatest coach of all time, Bill Belichick, that guy goes out there and he makes adjustments. And it seems like, when he makes adjustments, his whole team makes adjustments. His offense, his defense, his special teams, they all make adjustments. There's not a big game that they play terribly in the first half that they don't completely turn it back around in the second half. Trust me, I've seen it in the biggest game of all time, but I won't mention that because it makes me mad. What I'm saying is, it just seems interesting that some coaches get away with not coaching up their guys, and some coaches don't even get a shot to not coach up their guys because they get fired right away. So, again, what do you guys think? Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know what you think, and you know what. Again, let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there is a better example of what I'm trying to say. And all right, guys. So that's been the minute. So I appreciate you guys so much. I will holler at you guys later on. Hope you guys have a great night. If you have any comments, remember, keep them positive. Thank you.